I could argue that the reason why we're getting 8-8 seasons is because of me. You see what happened without me. So you can honestly say I may be worth 4 wins. If you could put a halfway decent team together, give me 6, I'd get you 4. Is that not fair? Is that not a fair assessment?
That's fair to say.
Is that not a fair assessment?
Fair to say. But just like you said before.
Is that not a fair assessment?
You think Zeke is...
What up, y'all? It's Tony Burrow. This is my partner.
Wendell here.
Go Talk419 Sports Podcast, Episode 2. We talking about the Dak Prescott contract situation. Give it our views and thoughts. So comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Should they pay him? Should they not pay him? Let's get into it.
Let's go. Dak Prescott, 5 years into the league.
5 years.
What round was he drafted?
4th.
4th round. Took over for Tony Romo. I mean, from however you felt about him from when he was drafted to what he's become.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Outperformed every
measurable. Every metric put in front of him. Every roadblock Jerry puts in front. He outdoes it. Go ahead.
Yeah, he outdid it. How many playoff appearances?
2.
And I believe that's 2 division
titles.
Okay, so impressive. I'm on the side of they need to move on. You're on the side of they need to
pay the man.
Okay.
They need to pay.
Okay, this is where I agree with you.
Stop being greedy.
I've been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Let's keep it real, partner. Give to the need.
This is where I agree with you. That man played his deal out. He outperformed his deal at every aspect. However, I feel the talent on that team, you can plug in any above average quarterback and they would have done what Dak did. However, you can't measure that. That's not something that you can...
you can plug any above average quarterback like Andy Dalton?
Okay, but he was on the downside. He's not
above average. Is he above average? Is he average or not?
He's average.
Okay.
He's not. I said
Did we plug him in or not?
Above average.
Jeez Louise.
My line for above average is Matthew Stafford. Like he's the
Matthew Stafford's a franchise quarterback. You plug him in now, let's probably go to the Super Bowl.
A franchise quarterback who never won his division or won a playoff game.
Oh, come on. You're letting your lying bias talk.
He's not lying bias. He was good. He was
You're letting your lying bias. You are the guy. You're the one who brought the term Fat Stafford into my terminology. You're biased. You don't like him. You don't like him. Say you don't like him for the people.
That's not true. That's not true.
You don't like
That's
him.
not true. How I feel is he was serviceable. I don't think that the narrative that Detroit screwed him over or didn't give him talent.
Would you rather have Matt Stafford or Dak Prescott?
I would only because of
no.
Only because of age and mobility would I take Dak. And even then, it's a toss-up.
Would you rather have a 25-year-old Dak or a 25-year-old Matt Stafford?
Stafford.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's where you.
Only because
he's giving you 6 rushing touchdowns a year.
That's true, but he's doing that with so many weapons.
What, like Kenny Galladay and
No,
T.J. Hawkinson?
No, I'm talking about that.
And Marvin Jones? Yeah, Stafford has weapons too.
I'm talking about the years when he has
Swift or which weapon do you want?
Okay. We can go tit for tat.
Yeah,
with
we really can. Okay, so
what did Dak do to deserve to be paid?
Okay, now let's get back to the. Okay, you're right. He did more than. Okay, he did more than Carson Wentz.
That's true.
As a collective, I know you're going to say the Goffster went to a Super Bowl, but he did. Let's be real. He did more than Goff.
But this is my thing.
They got paid.
If you tread that line and
he did more than Tony Romo before he got paid.
They offered him deals prior to this, right?
Correct.
It just wasn't the money he wanted, right? So he bet on himself. It worked for Joe Flacco.
It worked for him, but Jerry screwed him.
It worked for him.
He let his ankle snap.
Yeah, his ankle snapped into 17 pieces.
Yeah, it did. No thanks to Jerry.
Okay, so now that when your ankle is like a Twizzler, all of the everything is on the Cowboy side. We can let you go.
It's not on the Cowboy side. You can't let me go because I'll go to Washington and you'll see me 2 times a year.
Okay, and I will take that chance. Only thing.
Are you insane? Do you know that dude will gut us?
So what happens if 2 years from now that ankle just ain't the same? You're gonna be feeling like, damn, we could have moved on. We just paid this dude $50 million.
Hey, listen.
This is my part. I can't see paying at least at the least $40 million to a guy coming off injury. You know how that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
But it wasn't like a ligament. It's not an ACL. It's not an MCL. It's not a ligament. It's a clean break of a bone. Those heal easy. PG-13 before he changed to 24. Gordon Hayward. I saw it live. Snap. Clean break. He's back. He's actually playing some of the best ball of his life right now for Charlotte. So come on, man. Don't play with me.
It's a gamble. And
a clean break, bro. It was a bone, not a ligament.
Look, this is how I feel. Look, I just know Jerry Jones is a shrewd businessman.
He is a shrewd businessman.
And this business move would be to move on from this guy who snapped his leg.
Listen. I'm going to kick it to you like this. I don't think Dak's coming back outside of the franchise. They're going to tag him this year because they have to.
And then be gone after that year.
He's gone.
So
it's too much utter disrespect.
So if you franchise him and knowing that he's probably not coming back the year after that, you have to do everything you can to get the next person.
Right, so they might franchise him just so they can trade him because they can't even trade him until he signed a franchise tender. So that's why he has leverage. Oh, you want to trade me? Oh, I'm not going to sign your franchise tag.
So you think they'll try to get him in the door, backdoor him, and then trade him?
They're going to, in my opinion, franchise him. They're going to work. They're going to try to get a deal done.
Okay.
They're going to try to get a deal done.
Mm-hmm.
Deal's not going to be done by March 9th. You know that. I know that.
Not going to happen.
He's going to get franchise. They're going to work a deal until cap. It's going to get fucking messy in the public like it has been. Mm-hmm. Jerry's going to look stupid. Dak's going to look like the hero. Whether he is or not, I don't know. But you're empathetic towards the player.
I'm not. Jerry, this is my thing.
No. Let me tell you how it's going to play out. Let me tell you how it's going to play out. Okay? They're going to fight. The disrespect is going to get too bad. He's going to walk.
Okay. After next year.
After this franchise tag season.
Okay.
They're not going to, in my opinion, the deal is out of the window. It's just too much disrespect at this point.
Yeah, only thing that will save you is NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, and it's the Cowboys, so we know that's not happening.
Again, I don't even think it's that. I just think that can see the disrespect. Goff got paid. Where's Goff at? Oh, he got shipped to Detroit. Wiz got paid. Oh, he's about to get shipped somewhere. Chicago.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Oh, wait. Who's the only constant? Dak Prescott. Who is the guy who was still in the league and passing for 3 weeks after he snapped his ankle? Dak.
It's part of that because you're coming back.
What? Go ahead.
It's part of that because every game you're throwing in the fourth quarter to come back.
Okay.
We've seen this before. I'm not discrediting
I've seen
him.
Andy Dalton not throw anything to come back.
Okay,
I've seen games hopelessly lost.
I'm not trying to discredit
because we didn't have somebody who could throw it to come back.
So I'm
pissed.
So you feel like he should have been paid. Dak Prescott
he should have been paid.
Okay, so this now you're bringing it back to my main point. We all have heard Jerry Jones said what last year? The contract is imminent. It's coming.
He said it.
So this is what we think happened. They probably had a deal. Right? He went out, Jets, Miami, these first 4 games. If we have a deal in place, me and you say, hey, look, you're performing. We got this on the table for you when the time comes. 4 games into the year, he like, hey, I'm feeling myself. I'm doing pretty good, right?
Okay.
That deal you said we was going to sign, nah.
Right.
If you're on Jerry's seat, you had a deal. Somebody tells you, hey, okay, that looks good. We're gonna sign that. And then they outperform in 4 games.
And that's the key word. Go ahead, though. We'll double back to that. Go ahead.
Some people would say that the karma is what snapped his
karma. Are you implying?
If there's a deal.
Whoa. Are you implying that this man snapped his ankle like a number 2 pistol because he told Jerry no?
Look, if there's
when Jerry
deal,
chose to play a running back who turned into a fat slob who fumbled 5 times his head. When Jerry chose to play a damn linebacker who runs around like a blind dog in a meat factory. You paid these Amari Cooper, who was sometimes non-existent in road games.
That's true.
These 3 players got paid before your quarterback. So yeah, I changed my mind.
In business.
Okay.
Okay.
I changed it.
How was Jerry?
I changed it.
How should Jerry feel?
How would I feel if you paid a running back, a linebacker, and a receiver over your franchise? How do I feel? I feel like horse.
That's true. I can't argue. We don't know where this is going to go. even further than that. Okay, so
let's project out.
We're projecting out. We probably more than likely going to sign the deal, right?
No, he's not signing for that. I'm
talking. Okay, this upcoming football season, he's going to be the Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
He's going to be fresh, I think. Yes.
With all of the stuff that's going on, how does he perform well when you got animosity with your owner?
That's another thing about Dak. He's the consummate pro. You never heard. No, I'm being serious. Dak's not a locker room nuisance. He's not a guy who talks outside in the public. He doesn't talk crazy.
I don't want you to be.
He doesn't. I'm just being real. I'm not being biased. Dak is one of those. He's a good old boy.
Yeah. He goes
to his detriment sometimes.
Yeah,
because he could have spoke out about that little. That's not what we're talking about. Go ahead.
So he played ball. He was a company man. And he still didn't get his deal. How are you going to perform next year, knowing?
Okay.
I snapped my ankle for this team.
Okay.
And they still didn't want to pay me. They franchised me.
That's a fair point. And I said he might not sign the tender.
What's his options if he doesn't?
Sit up. Get my ankle stronger.
You need to. No, but if he did that, it would be been in the Cowboys over a barrel. Cause
right.
Andy Dalton is not under contract, correct?
No, Andy's going to get paid.
And they don't hold a third quarterback right now, right?
Not anybody of relevance, no.
Yeah, this is the Redskins
He
division.
has the leverage. He has it. I don't want to sign your tag. You're not going to sign me or trade me. I want to sign your tag because I don't like how you treated me last year. You know what? Okay. You know what? I watched the Go Talk podcast and Waddell was right. I don't feel good about it. I'm not signing it. It could happen.
Okay, so let's put a button on this. You're the Cowboys GM.
I'm Cowboys GM. Jerry calls me up.
Do they?
Says, Tony, we need you to go in. We need you to get this Dak contract done. Go ahead.
Besides that, okay, so he's going to sign a franchise tender. More than likely. Would you say?
I think it's 50-50.
Okay, so let's say 50-50. Do they have to draft a quarterback now? Do they have to go get one of these? This is an unprecedented quarterback offseason. Do they go get one of those? Does that make tensions even worse?
That's why it's leverage. Now you may or may not have to waste your top 10 pick on the quarterback. Do you know?
Which quarterback do you like coming out? Who would you want to see in a Cowboys uniform?
At that spot, from this crop of guys, it's a guy out there with a similar build. 6'3", he's about 6'3", 230. He was the number 2 recruit in the nation out of the state of Georgia. You know, the number 1 recruit out of the state is, he's going number 1 overall. Okay. That's who I would want. Justin Fields, America. That's who I'm alluding to. I want Dallas to draft Justin Fields? If that was the worst case scenario, and we took a quarterback, worst case scenario, and we took Justin Fields, you have your Amari Cooper, you have your CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, Zeke Fat Ass. That might not be the worst thing in the world.
So only those.
But I personally don't want no quarterback. I don't want no quarterback for this draft, to be honest.
No. So you want a veteran quarterback?
I want Dak.
Cam Newton? They're going to have to sign somebody
I want no Dak. Dakota Prescott.
Still going to have to sign
I want Dakota Ray Prescott.
You want Dak.
I want 5,000 yards. I want 6 rushing touchdowns a year.
Okay. You want another
I want a known commodity.
A known commodity, okay.
I want a known commodity.
Coming off a significant injury.
Clean break.
He wants Dak. I think Dak is...
Pay him, Jerry.
He's better served elsewhere with an owner who will treat him with some respect.
And I can't say that's wrong.
Yeah. But on the flip side...
If I'm Dak, I'll probably feel that way.
If a contract is imminent and you say you're going to sign it, just because you outperform it in 4 weeks does not mean that you deserve another contract.
Oh, okay.
A season of 16 games, not 4. And you play shit teams, but...
Hey, you're right.
Karma.
You're right. I used to know we was winning games when I was there, and hey, now we're not. So, we can't even stay afloat. I could argue that the reason why we're getting 8-8 seasons is because of me. You see what happened without me. So you can honestly say I may be worth 4 wins. If you could put a halfway decent team together, give me 6, I'd get you 4. Is that not fair? Is that not a fair assessment?
That's fair to say.
Is that not a fair
That's
assessment?
fair to say. But just like you said before,
Is that not a fair assessment?
you think Zeke is tailing off, right?
Yes. I'm not going to pile on Zeke. Yes, I think he's tailing off.
Okay. So what does that do for Dak when he comes back next
Okay,
year?
that's cool, but do I still have... I got the weapons. Running backs coming dime a dozen. Pollard is cool.
You know,
He's a complimentary back. Guys, he's not the answer. He's not Zeke. He's not what Zeke was.
Zeke ain't even Zeke no more.
Exactly. He's not what Zeke was. But we can get it back.
I see it. So, you heard it from the Cowboys fans' mouth.
Pay the man.
Pay the man. I don't know. Get well, though. Hope your ankle heals up.
Tyreek Hill. Peace.